GM everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Juiced from Scratch. In the previous episode, we finished Yama with full Oathplate, started the Araxor grind and spooned the Amulet of Rancor, and also finished General Grardor with the full Bandos set and the Bandos hilt, along with starting the Commander Ziliana grind and spooning the Saradomin hilt. In this episode, I explore Varlamore Part 3, The Final Dawn, and what it has to offer. I do more Elite Diary progression, along with more PVM progression in both Slayer and the Chambers of Xeric. Thank you for stopping by today, and I hope you enjoy. Starting this episode off in the end of the Final Dawn quest with the final boss fight. I actually thought that this boss fight was very interesting, and all the new quests that came with the Final Dawn was really good. And you might notice I don't have the Oathplate legs on. That's because the Final Dawn came out the day before I finished Oathplate. There's the final boss out of the way, and I'm just going to kind of speed through the rest of this clip showing the end of this quest. Usually on release, I actually like to do all the quests blind without any guides, and I thought this quest was kind of the perfect balance of, like puzzle solving and combat encounters. I think overall it only took me like maybe an hour. Kind of because I was also just exploring the new area that the Final Dawn introduced with the Talatli rainforest and all the cool little things around there, like the Easter eggs with the little pygmy hippos and stuff like that. I really love when Jagex puts the small details in the game. It makes it so much more immersive for me, and I really love the lore of the game. I think the whole Final Dawn quest was super cool at introducing like this mysterious ancient dungeon that houses an ancient evil, the Doom of Macchiato, or however you say it. And I think, I don't know. I just think Jagex storytelling is awesome, and I really enjoyed this quest and everything that the Final Dawn brought. Right after the Final Dawn, I went and did the Shadows of Custodia quest. Here are the new Slayer monsters, the Custodian Stalkers. I'm also testing out the Arcan Blade. The spec's pretty good. There is the Shadows of Custodia done. As you guys know, I like to hop around and do a lot of different content in order to keep things fresh. And I was doing Chambers of Xeric with some friends to try and get some of my first drops. Some more raids with my friend Rualto and runs with Soko. Rualto is pretty new to Chambers, and I'm not the best Chambers guy myself, so I guess I'm always learning. doing some scaled 3+2s, nothing too crazy. We only ran something like 4 raids this night, and I just showing a little bit of the loot I got and something exciting.
But if it's a purple, what are we saying?
We jerking off.
I mean, I have to go for the back-to-back, I guess, right?
I mean,
It's
you'd think so, but
It's a religion, man. Oh! Ancestral!
Juice! It's one piece juice! One piece juice!
One Piece! One Piece!
It's
One
so comical. Your
Piece!
first purple.
This account's original name was It's Antsy Hat, based off the meme. That is actual. That's so sick.
So funny.
That's sick. I have to take a moment and kind of explain why the Ancestral Hat is such a funny and ironic purple to get on the account. So originally, this account was started as a hardcore Ironman named It's Antsy Hat back sometime last year. I started it out of a little bit of a meme on stream. So the history is one of my good friends, Canadian RS, also known as Hayes, and I were doing some CMs on my main during a bingo, and we were looking for an ancestral piece from the raid to get a tile. And I ended up getting the ancestral hat, and the tile simply stated any ancestral piece. Hayes proceeded to ask which piece it was because he was just curious which of the 3 pieces of ancestral it was. I, confused, thinking he was asking because it mattered for the tile, I was like, oh, what? Why does it matter which piece? It's, we got the tile, like, it's over. And a whole tiny little drama started from that. Hayes kind of started being like, oh, I just want to know which piece it is, man. Why are you being an asshole? And I refused to tell him which it was. So that's a little bit of the history there. It's a silly little story. But yeah, dude. Oh my god. Ancestral Hat is so perfect to be the first purple on this account. And the reason these clips are all before I get into more of the veiled totems is because I start wearing the hat as a little bit of fashionscape, and I just wanted it to make sense where it even came from. So yeah, little history lesson there for everyone. With that last lap, I've finally reached 80 agility, and that gives me base 80 stats on the iron. Very awesome. Now I can do the relic course, which I'll probably do till at least 86 or so, and then I'll probably get into Hollowed Sepulcher. 86 for, I think, all the shortcuts for DKs? Or no, maybe it's only 85, so we'll go to 85 at the Relica course. Yeah, feels good to finally have base 80s. Now I'm just gonna do a little voiceover of me doing some of the new Veiled Totems minigame, and I just want to talk about what I think of this minigame. I mean, I absolutely love it. I think the concept is super awesome, that you just have your extra fletching supplies from, bows that you fletch in the bank or whatever. You can go to these different sites and offer them to the Ents for some rewards. And it's not like anything super OP in terms of rewards. The most overpowered, quote unquote, part of this is definitely the amount of XP you get. Now, granted, you have to have the materials in order to get the XP, so it's not like it's super unbalanced in my opinion. But like, I just think Jagex has been killing it recently. I keep saying this in my videos, but this mini game was obviously a crazy addition for Ironman. You get to be ultra efficient with your supplies, and you can fletch while you run around. You can get these little Spiritblooms or whatever they're called, the little thing that gives you more offerings. Like, there's so many good things about this mini game. It's not super hard. It's pretty interactive, and the rewards you get from it are decent. Like, I have a few clips coming up of all the pulls I have after doing this from 85 to like 91, I think. I did a lot of Veil Totems on release, and I won't bore you with too much footage of actually doing the mini game. Mostly just the rewards and the levels, like level 85 here. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. So I got these research points as well, which are used in the shop, I guess? Mini games. Veil Totems. Yeah, so along with, I guess, them maybe being from drops, you can also just buy them if you get enough points. So since I got it, I guess I don't need to buy it. I can just get the bowstring spool next.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How much research points do you have?
150. That's pretty slow. So it's might be like a dryness type of thing.
Nice.
But yeah, this knife will help during the minigame a lot, which is kind of cool. And there is 86 fletching already. $87 fletching. $88 fletching. 89 fletching. $90 fletching. Alright, I just finished 90 fletching, as you can see up here in the top corner, and I have a little over 300 pulls to do, so we'll just kind of speed through these really quick, speed it up for you guys. Oh, I didn't know you could get hard clues from this. That's pretty interesting. Keep on going. Oh, there's the Greenman mask. That looks pretty funny. Kind of cool. Keep on going, finish up these last few. Oh, another Greenman mask. And the last few here. Alright, I don't think the loot tracker shows it, but this is the spoils from about 300 pulls. Not too bad, honestly. I mean, lots of tree seeds, which is pretty nice. Still have a few more tree runs to do for 99. The spools is very cool. It looks like, yeah, you can just use them on each other and they can combine to have multiple bowstrings able to be attached to it. So now I have a spool that can hold 5,000 charges, which is very cool. Got some more Ent branches. Got a hard glue, which is interesting. 2 of the Greenman masks. I'll have to look up what these do. I'm not quite sure. And then these dirty arrow tips, which have been really good for getting dragon arrow tips, which I can now craft with the 90 fletching. So that's super cool. Pretty happy with all the spoils from this. So it looks like you can craft with the Ent branches a Greenman statue out of the mask and a maple log. So I think I can put this in the house. Let's go check that out really quick. Oh, so there it is. Looks pretty cool, honestly. I kind of like that. It's kind of goofy looking. After that big opening, I went back to Veil Totems to finish off 91 so I could get the fletching requirement for the Desert Elite Diary. Alright, there is 91 fletching, which gives me the ability to +4 boost for Dragon Darts, so that is another step of the Desert Elite Diary, slowly chipping away at those requirements.
Wait, are you about to finish those diaries?
No.
Oh, so I need to step my
But
game up.
that is the hardest one for me. Now I just have to go do some thieving. Veil Totems was really the only piece of Varlamore Part 3 content that I had interacted with in the first few weeks. I had sent a few Doom attempts and got a few delves deep and whatever. I don't really feel like I need to show that here. I think maybe that'll be part of another video where I actually grind out Doom for the drops. But for now, I have a Cerberus task and I'm going to do that since I haven't gotten a Hellhound's task, or since I got 91 Slayer, I haven't gotten a Hellhound's task, so this is my first one. How you liking the boss hero? Oh! Well,
Nice.
something.
1 out of 3.
Yeah. Good luck.
Oh, that's so sick.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
No way!
That's sick! Hell yeah!
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
The burning claws.
Dude, you're
have been-
streaking.
Dragon claws, what the hell?
Heck.
That's
Hell yeah.
sick. Alright. I just finished probably my last Giant's Foundry sword for a little while. I think. Yeah, there it is. 85 smithing. I wanted to get this so I could do the +4 boost with the Kovacs, whatever, Kovacs Grog, to get the Varrock Elite done. So let's go do that next. First, I went ahead and got the spicy stew to be able to make a summer pie in the cooking guild, which was one of the only boosts I needed. Next, I did the plank make of the mahogany planks. This rune craft. That should be the full Varrock diary completed. This will be nice to collect 120 battle stabs every day, have the armor count as the prospector top, and also for the 50,000 experience that I'm about to get into agility. Glad to have that out of the way. Right after the Varrock Elite, I decided to go ahead and get the Falador Elite done. If you haven't done this method to get the White Knight Master rank, oh my gosh, is it so nice now. All you do is just chin and barrage these Elite Knights in the Walguthic Sleep place, and it takes about 45 minutes in this multi-area. Really nice. And with that purchase of the white two-handed sword, that is the Falador Elite Diary done. I have put this one off. I've had the requirements for a while now, to be honest. I put it off because I was really dreading getting this sword in particular. But as you saw in that last clip, you can just go into the new Walguthic Sleeps area with the Elite Knights. And it literally took me about 45 minutes to get all of the kills needed, since the Dark Knights count for like six kills a piece or something like that. All you have to have is like a couple hundred chins and burst and barrage. So that's awesome. Another diary done. I just finished this right after the Varrock Elite. So now we have the Falador Shield 4, which I think I'm gonna be bringing into the Inferno just for the free prayer. Not that I really need it, because the prayer regeneration potions I've noticed have been pretty cracked, but regardless, this shield will be just nice to have, and obviously this will benefit my amethyst mining as well as my motherlode mine mining, which is just going to be nice. And yeah, I'm going to buy the top and bottom White Knight armor pieces just so I can have them for the Master Clue step in the future. Otherwise, that is another Elite Diary out of the way. All right, so a couple of clips back, or maybe in a recent clip, you saw that I got the Pegasian crystal, which means, of course, I have to start doing medium clues in order to get ranger boots so I can make those. So I'm doing some Pearl right now, just kind of chilling, and I'm going to be opening every 3 medium caskets until I get the boots. So, you know, I'm kind of expecting this to take a while. It'll definitely be worth it. The Pegasians will be a really good upgrade for the account. So, first 3 done, starting at, we'll say 70. We'll say we're starting at 70. Okay. Rangers. Okay, I didn't get ranger boots. Another 3 medium caskets. 1 collection log, not too bad. Another 3 mediums. Another 2 clogs. Nice. And another 3. Absolutely terrible. Got another 3 caskets here. Go ahead and empty the inventory. Nothing. Clog. And another clog with a master clue. Pretty cool. The grind continues. I am 32,000 experience off of 99 farming, and it is guaranteed with these mahoganies grown. One more for 99. Bam. 99 farming. That is my first non-combat related 99 on the account, so super awesome. Let's go get the skill cape. Let's talk to Martin the Master Gardener. Skill Cape of Farming. Sure. That is very nice. Obviously, this cape is super useful for its teleport and its passive effect of increased herb yield. So I'm still going to be doing a lot of farming, obviously, since I got to get herbs myself and all that fun stuff. So this is actually super nice to get right now. While I still have a lot of herb lore to train and a lot of prayer potions and super restores I'm going to need to make. And as is tradition, after every skill cape, you have to perform the emote, of course. That's a fun one. It's that time again for an end of the video recap. Today we got the ancestral hat, along with that funny story related to the ancestral hat. I did the Veil Totems minigame from Varlamore Part 3, got the fletching knife and all the other stuff from that place, but the fletching knife is the only cool thing, along with 91 fletching, which allowed me to get one step closer to the Desert Elite. I got the Dragon Claws, the Gasian Crystal from Cerberus, starting that grind. Barak Armor 4 and the Falador Shield 4, completing 2 more Elite Diaries on the list. 99 farming, and also completing the Final Dawn quests, which happened in the beginning of the video. If you're still sticking around towards the end of this one, I really appreciate you and all the love you guys have been giving me on these videos. I'm having a lot of fun making them, editing them together. I know that they kind of jump around sometimes, but just for timeline's sake, it kind of makes sense. These things have to go in order, and I'm somebody that likes to hop around content. And in the next episode, let's just say things start to heat up a little bit.